Some representatives of dog breeds are considered extremely dangerous, aggressive, and unpredictable. As a result, they are included in the list of prohibited breeds in many countries. Such pets are very difficult to train and educate because their aggression often takes over. The owners of these dogs need to not only be patient, but also need to have knowledge and skills in the scientific study of the dog in order to grow real friends, not an enemy. Today, let's take a look at these animals. As you probably already understand from the name, this breed of dog was bred in Brazil and was originally used to protect livestock. Representatives of the breed have excellent watchdog qualities. They are very strong, fearless, hardy, but in truth, they can pose a great threat to people's lives. No, basically, the Brazilian Fila serves his master very faithfully, but something can go wrong. This dog can show its dominance, character, stubbornness, and arrogance, which will subsequently cause terrible and sometimes inappropriate behavior. They are also known for their special style of attack as they differ from other breeds. These dogs are in no hurry to directly attack their own prey. They are waiting and luring it into a trap to wait for the right moment to strike. Of course, dogs can be different, and we all know that. However, the Brazilian Fila is difficult to train and does not always respond to the commands of the owner. The dog has the ability to track down and has a rather impulsive temperament. This was the reason for the breed's ban in countries such as the United Kingdom, Norway, some areas of Austria, and New Zealand. This is a big, strong, powerful, and wayward Boerboel, which is banned in Romania and Denmark. Initially, representatives of this breed of dogs were bred as guards, where they actually showed their skills to the fullest. The Boerboel needs a trainer with experience who will be engaged in his upbringing from a young age. The breed has an independent character and does not always get along with other dogs, so it should be the only one in the house. In the case of Boerboels, it's proper and early socialization that is crucial. While any dog can be aggressive, especially if it's not trained properly, Boerboels are able to show aggression very harshly. These are not exactly the kind of dogs you can take for a walk in the park and let them run freely there. And all because, being strong and quite powerful, Boerboels can seriously harm people and even kill them. Rhodesian Ridgebacks are really bright, strong, and hardy dogs with South African roots. We included them in our rating today because they are very dangerous and even banned in countries such as Ukraine and Ireland. Undoubtedly, representatives of this breed are very loyal and smart. That's just because they need to feel strong and tough control from the owner. Unfortunately, if this beautiful and powerful dog is not dealt with and raised properly, it'll demonstrate its anger, aggression, uncontrollable behavior, and even lack of adequacy at any opportunity. Actually, it's for this reason that Rhodesian Ridgebacks need an eye and a special approach. And even better, if its owner conducts special classes with the pet in the presence of a trained dog handler. There's one strange thing. Even though the Tosa Inu breed is originally from Japan, even in this country, its representatives cannot be found on the street very often. Why is it like that? Simply because some time ago these dogs were used precisely as fighting dogs that entertained people by taking part in dog fights. Due to the difficult history, it just so happens that Tosa Inu are quite aggressive, uncontrollable, and fearless. But most importantly, they are unpredictable. Accordingly, it is impossible to do without a special correct approach of a professional dog handler. Why do they need a specialist? The fact is that a simple amateur and an ordinary dog breeder will never cope with such a dog without special knowledge and skills. For obvious reasons, the breed was banned in Ukraine, Spain, Italy, Denmark, the USA, France, Great Britain, and a number of other countries. The list is quite long, do you agree? By the way, it is necessary to train Tosa Inu on a regular basis because if the dog feels at least a little freedom of action, then its aggression will bring you a lot of unwanted consequences. In appearance, these are snow white dogs with a very muscular body and incredible external attractiveness. but their beauty has no effect on character, temperament, aggressiveness, and other characteristics. They are also on the list of the most dangerous and banned dogs in some countries, and it's not surprising really. The Great Dane of Argentina was originally bred as a hunting dog to search for wild boars and cougars for the owner. This dog comes from Argentina, where hunting is very popular. As a result, the Great Dane of Argentina has increased aggression, which is why it brings great danger to our world. Although the aggression of dogs was manifested precisely during hunting, still, due to the fact that their energy was not directed in the right direction at the time, many people suffered from sharp teeth and clawed paws. As a result, the breed was banned in Israel, the United States, Romania, Great Britain, Italy, and Norway, and this list can be continued. I have to say that only the person who is strong in spirit will be able to cope with the Argentine Great Dane with its firm and difficult character. Therefore, we do not even advise beginners or just dog lovers to have such a four-legged friend in their house. After all, the experiment can end very badly. The Molossus are complicated dogs. Even their light versions, including Cane Corso, which is not the largest, not the heaviest, and not with the most difficult character. However, the breed is very popular, and they've often been referred to as wonderful babysitters. I have to say that no dog breed is a babysitter, especially when we're talking about the Cane Corso, who in the past were used in dog fights. Even today, they are not suitable for such a task. They can get along with children when the dog is already an adult and the baby has just been born. In any other situation, it's difficult to have time to devote time to everyone, and a poorly behaved puppy can be dangerous. Cane Corso is a serious, powerful, and strong dog whose upbringing needs to be given a lot of time and effort. It has a muscular body and will easily fight back against any person or other dog. Such animals are quite patient and cold-blooded. They can remain calm for a long time, but if Cane Corso is provoked, then it'll not tolerate, and it will take revenge on the opponent with all its might. The dog is banned in Canada, Poland, Portugal, New Zealand, Norway, and several other countries. The Staffordshire Terrier is a dangerous dog. What do you think? In general, any dog can be soft or aggressive, depending on the situation it's in. However, the American Staffordshire Terrier is widely known as one of the most dangerous dog breeds, and it gets angry and bites faster than most other breeds. Although the breed's roots are associated with fighting and hunting larger animals, their reputation as a vicious and aggressive breed predated them. Now these dogs no longer show such aggression. On the contrary, American Staffordshire Terriers are affectionate and loyal and get along well with children, which makes them outstanding pets. But the bite of such an animal is still extremely strong. They are able to chew even heavy materials such as tires and fences. Unfortunately, this bite force makes the Staffordshire Terrier breed especially dangerous when attacking humans or other animals. That is why they're banned, for example, in Thailand, the United Arab Emirates, and Portugal. This is a real hybrid of a wolf and a domestic dog. The Sarloos Wolfhound has a larger brain, strong muscles, terrible teeth, and jaws with which the animal can kill even a moose or bison. It is these qualities that make the dog much more dangerous than other breeds and are also the main reason for the ban on breeding in many countries. And I'll say it boldly, the Sarloos Wolfhound has a very unpredictable behavior, so even experts do not recommend having them as pets since they do not consider them suitable pets for the home. The Sarloos Wolfhound has an extremely powerful bite force, which makes it illegal to own and privately in many American states such as Alaska, Georgia, Hawaii, Michigan, New York, and many other places. They're also banned in Finland, where the breed is listed in the list of potentially dangerous dog breeds, which have special requirements for breeding and maintenance by law. What can you say about the American Pit Bull Terriers? First of all, they have higher intelligence than other pit bull breeds. These dogs are athletically built and calm. However, if they are not properly and timely socialized, they can become incredibly dangerous. They may behave aggressively towards humans and other animals because they inherited certain genes from their ancestors or may have been improperly socialized. In any case, if this makes them dangerous, it is better not to have anything to do with such individuals. Of course, not all dogs are the same, and a lot depends on the upbringing of the owner, but you must agree the excessive temperament and powerful physique of American Pit Bull Terriers are really frightening. By the way, this breed is legally prohibited in Australia, New Zealand, Ecuador, France, Germany, Spain, and some states of America. Now let's talk about Bandogs. In fact, this is not a purebred breed, and a Bandog is a term used to refer to a huge dog that is kept to protect one's property. It is noteworthy that in the Middle Ages they were kept outside all day, and at night they were released to roam and guard their possessions. It's clear that such a large and quite powerful dog needs to be socialized from an early age. After all, only then will the animal be able to become a great family friend and will get along well with children, adults, and even with other pets in the house. Their appearance is truly unique and attractive, especially the color. Bandogs are very muscular and stocky. In fact, they look like their parent breeds, American Pit Bull Terriers and Neapolitan Mastiffs. The character of these dogs turned out to be no less complicated, and that hot temperament sometimes goes too far. That is why Bandogs have been banned in those countries where their parent breeds cannot be bred. I must say right away that the Great Dane is an incredibly loyal breed, but their attacks are often unexpected and, worse, unpredictable. European settlers often used the Great Dane to protect herds of cattle from attacks by wild dogs and other predators, but due to the peculiarities of the character, for a long time, there was a ban on owning dogs of this breed. Only hunters and farmers were allowed to have them on the islands. What can we say about them now? The Great Dane is a very heavy, muscular dog whose height ranges from 60 to 66 centimeters. It's generally believed that the animal is very loyal to its own owner and incredibly suspicious of strangers. Undoubtedly, representatives of the breed are hardy, confident, and have a balanced temperament. However, cases of attacks by the Great Dane on people have been recorded more than once. In this regard, the breed was banned for breeding in countries such as the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, Ukraine, and Singapore. As in all other cases, it is possible and necessary to work carefully on education, maintenance, and training. This is an Italian breed that is rightfully considered friendly in temperament. We are talking about the Neapolitan Mastiff. Adult dogs of this breed can pose a serious danger to children and adults. Once upon a time, such a Mastiff was used in combats by legionnaires. It also acted as kind of a gladiator in bloody fights. Today, such animals are more often used as reliable guards. The Neapolitan Mastiff weighs up to 50 to 70 kilograms and reaches 60 to 70 centimeters in height. The breed is quite large. Dogs have wrinkled skin, sagging cheeks, and loose hair. If such a four-legged creature is properly educated, then it'll become an excellent bodyguard for the owner. But if only the slightest mistake is made in the process of upbringing, the dog can simply become uncontrollable. The representatives of this breed are especially scary for their impressive size, strength, and absolute fearlessness. That is why it is necessary to start taking a Mastiff to classes with a dog handler as a puppy and continue them as the animal grows up. As for the ban, it is not allowed to breed a dog in Singapore and several states of America. In some countries, if you want to get such a pet, the Mastiff will have to undergo a psychological examination. Meet the Anatolian Carabash, or simply the Kangal. I will say without exaggeration that this is the strongest and most powerful breed of guard dogs. Previously, it was used as a defender of cattle since this breed has the maximum bite force of 1700 Newton. And this is just 100 less than the bite of a polar bear. Such a large dog has a height of 71 to 81 centimeters at the withers and weighs about 70 kilograms. Like any guard breed, it tends to make its own independent decisions and dominate, therefore it requires leadership qualities and an iron will from the owner. Whatever you say, Kangals are excellent at training, tolerate heat and cold well, and are also able to deal with even a large wolf. This is an extremely hardy dog capable of chasing the enemy for a long time, reaching speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour. Kangals do not accept being kept on a chain. This way they become very aggressive and even uncontrollable. And so far in some countries the breed has been strictly banned for breeding. At the same time, in Turkey, it's considered a national treasure. And remember, taming a dog with chains is not the best option. You'll never become a real friend in such a way. Therefore, it's better to do everything possible to ensure that your pet's training bears good fruit.
We're sure that our episode has impressed you. In fact, we always strive to choose the best ones for you. And we want to thank our regular subscribers and warmly welcome new ones.